The Nigerian Senate has resolved to suspend all issues relating to the confirmation of nominees from the executive arm of government. As Senate resumed from Salah break, Senate President Bukola Saraki read a letter from Acting President Yemi Osinbajo requesting the nomination of Lanre Gbajabiamila as Director General of National Lottery Commission, which brewed controversy during the plenary session. The upper chamber equally asked the Acting President to withdraw his statement, saying the Senate does not have power to confirm nominee and to respect the rejection of nominee by the Senate. Senator Ahmed Yorima has cited Order 14 as regards the letter of confirmation, reminded the Senate that the acting president has once stated that the Senate doesn't have the power to confirm, insisting that the issue must be clarified by the Senate before going ahead with the consideration of the request.
National Lottery Regulatory Commission. In compliance with the provisions of Section 8(1)(a) of the National Lottery Act 2005, I write to forward the name of Mr. Lanre Gbajabiamila as a nominee for the position of Director General, National Lottery Commission, for the consideration and confirmation of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If confirmed, Mr. Lanre Gbajabiamila will serve for an initial period of 4 years and may be reappointment for a further term of 4 years and no more. The curriculum vitae of Mr. Lanre Gbajabiamila is attached for your perusal. It is therefore my hope that the distinguished Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will consider and confirm the appointment of a nominee in the usual expeditious manner. Please accept, Senate President, the assurances of my highest regards always. Professor Yemi Osinbajo, Acting President, Federal Republic of Nigeria.
At one time, a statement was issued by the same acting president that the Senate has no power to confirm outside the provision of the Constitution. So I really don't know whether now the acting president is changing his statement and see how it relates to our constitutional powers, because the Constitution is very, very clear. And
another lawmaker, Senator George Sekibo, who was sacked by tribunal last week, said the Senate should suspend the request till the issue of power of confirmation is cleared.
Mr. President, I think that if the Vice President, the Acting President said, we don't have the power to confirm, and then on the other hand, he's sending us a document to confirm, which one are we taking? Has he withdrawn from saying that we don't have power to confirm? Or is he now saying that indirectly he has withdrawn and then we should keep on going on to confirm? Now, if we should keep on going to confirm, then one of the one we rejected and they still confirm on their own and put in office. So that is a major question. I think that Senate should put an holidays, a suspension on this request.
Senator Shola Adeyeye, representing Osun Central, in his view, said that every public servant is to obey the law of the country, as no one is given an exception to dance around the law. Also, the Deputy Senate President, Ike Kremadu, emphasized that the law must be obeyed.
Can we stand by our laws? Are we going to say that we are the same thing as when a government can pass a decree without even the voice of the people being heard? We, the legislature, we are the voice of the Nigerian people. Maybe 100 years from now, the Nigerian people may decide they don't want the legislature, but then I will be dead. For today, the Constitution says there's a legislature, we make laws, and even in the recent history of Nigeria, there are laws that we have made that the Supreme Court has overturned as unconstitutional. What did we do? We abide by it.
Very distinctive features of the Senate is the power of confirmation. And the framers of this Constitution were wise in giving the powers of confirmation to the Senate, not just to the National Assembly, but to the Senate.
In his ruling, the Senate President Bukola Saraki said the matter needs to be addressed and put behind the Senate, stating that there must be respect of the Constitution and law enacted by the National Assembly.
Matter though it's taking a while, it's a very, very important matter that I think we need to once and for all address it and put it behind us, because as a society, we can't pass laws, as said, and these laws are not being obeyed. It is very clear that these resolutions as passed must be acted upon by the acting president and ensure that we continue to respect our democracies, our law, and our constitution. It is not for us to choose which laws we obey because we like them and which laws we don't obey. That is not the way any civilized or modern society will work. And we hope that the acting president will take appropriate action.
However, the lawmaker also asked the acting president to respect the constitution and the law enacted by the National Assembly as relating to the confirmation of nominee. From National Assembly, Muyiwa Bamdele reporting.
A group of non-governmental organizations have called on Nigerian youth to stop undermining themselves through over-dependence on the elders, but to embrace forgiveness, tolerance, and the understanding that peace is priceless and war is worthless. The National Coordinator Nigerian Rebate, Isaac Balami, who made the call alongside others at an emergency peace accord declaration in Abuja, said the gathering is to activate a national movement in the area of forgiveness and national healing, adding that there must be a new desire, need, and aspiration.
When did we begin to lose these values of our cultural heritage? What went wrong? You don't expect somebody who is in the 70s or 80s to fix it. If the Sa'amadu Bellos, if the Nnamdi Azikiwes, if the Awolowos, in their 20-something and 30-somethings of age, can fight for the independence of this country, I see no reason why look at us here, 20-something, 30-something, 40-something, we are talking about division, war, disintegration. I don't think it's the best thing. Our founding fathers did their best to ensure that this country is created, to ensure that we got our independence. I'm just imagining what, if they are watching us now, what will they say about us, their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren? Let us rise up.
Other speakers at the event emphasized the need for unity, which according to them will upturn the injustice in the country. They also called on Nigerian youths to draw strength from their weakness, as Nigerian greatness is in their hands.
I'm happy with what I've seen today. The young people have spoken with one voice, and I think the next step going forward is to ensure that these people are kept in a group and empowered with knowledge, understanding, and Nigeria will never be the same again from today.
We want to be sure that the youths are properly engaged, doing meaningful things that will progress their life. Those out of the university and those within the university, who are still in the university, and those who didn't go to university but have entrepreneurship skill. Those who don't have, we train them. You know, these are some of the things that are in the pipeline. In fact, government have already started some. And we want to do more to ensure that our youths are not idle. Because an idle mind that gets engaged in chaos and gets recruited to do things that are not supposed to do. But we stand, youth in the world and youth in Nigeria, stand for peace, and we shall continue to encourage peace.
The gathering had in attendance over 100 youth leaders across 200 youth organizations from the 36 states and FCC, including Nigerians from the diaspora. In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.
Lovely place, right?
Yes.
What's wrong? You don't look happy.
Take a look around. Why can't my hotel be like this?
I knew something was wrong, but I've got solution.
Solution? What?
Nanit.
Nanit?
Nanit offers you design solutions, building plans and construction, furnishing and equipping, financing, management, audit services, and many more services for a better hospitality business. Nanit, service with a smile.
Nigerian Immigration Service said to recruit additional 1,112 young officers as part of effort to improve in its workforce and capacity. Minister of Interior Abdulrahman Dambazao gave the figure during an interview with journalists in Abuja. It could be recalled that some job seekers lost their lives during the last failed immigration recruitment in 2014, which over 100,000 people applied for the job, that is less than 4,000 slots.
Well, there are two of them aborted that we met. The first one there was one that led to fatality casualties. The second one that was the one that was dispersed, which following discoveries of so many abnormalities, which 2,000 of them were sent home. When we came in November 2015, we looked at the whole thing, and we discovered for the second one, it was not all the fault of the candidates as such, but it was the process that was followed. So we wrote a memo to Mr. President that we should recall those candidates, 2,000 of them, and so that we can reassess them. He graciously approved that. Then we advertised in the papers, we called them, and I think about 1,500 or so reported, because we gave a breakdown on all the requirements. About 1,500 of them reported. Out of the 1,500, 888 qualified for that recruitment. Now the balance of 1,112 is what we are working on now. That is the reason for the recent advertisement by Nigerian Immigration Service to recruit that balance of 1,112.
Controller General of Nigerian Immigration Service, Muhammad Babandede, said the service will employ young officers with priority to those who speak foreign languages and knowledge in ICT skills.
We know we need personnel, but also we are making sure that the personnel are doing their job well. I'm not worried about numbers now, but I want quality number. We have officers in states everywhere working. Let's make good use of them to work very hard. But the recruitment is ongoing. The minister has told you we are going to recruit officers. Our commitment is to recruit young officers with priority those who speak foreign language, such as French, Chinese, Arabic, with priority to those who have ICT. So we are complying to international level. We are employing quality, not just numbers.
As at the time of this report, BenTV gathered that over 40,000 Nigerians have applied for the job. In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.